Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mandem Talk. We are here, man, obviously on a Thursday, normally filming on a Wednesday, but the Champions League has been exciting. So we are here today. Mandem are here as well. Man, like Ransom Bands in the building. What are you telling me, bro?
All good, fam. What are you telling me?
Come on, man. All blessed. Can't complain, man. Big up Coop Baller, man. Mandem Talk debut. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, man. And yeah, man, welcome, bro. Welcome, man. I think you're on mute. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can hear you now. Can hear you now, bro.
Yeah. Big up the panel, man. Big up everybody. Big up Rance as well. Been watching your stuff for a while, man. One of the OGs, so man, it's an honor for sure. And yeah, man, love to everyone.
Come on, big up to you, man. Big up Rhino's one in the cut. You know what I mean? He'll be here as well. Big up to Rhino every time. AJ, Noseball, big up to you as well. You're on mute. I don't think I could hear you. Don't think the mic is on. No. The mic, I don't think is on. But big up to you. We'll chat to you in a second. And big up to Estrella as well, man. Estrella, just try and twist your camera if you can. But big up to you. What are you saying?
No, man. What's up? 2 seconds.
Yeah. Come on. Big up to you, man. But yeah, man, big up to everyone locked in. Smash a like on the video. We've got a lot to discuss, man. But we're going to start with the Champions League, man. You know what I mean? The English clubs have been embarrassing us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Champions League needs us, man. You know what I mean? The Champions League needs us to save them, man. But it's crazy, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'll start with you, Rans, but like, did the Premier League get found out? Is it one of them where we underestimated the teams like Real Madrid? Or did we just F up? Or did we just kind of like Pep Guardiola do that madness? Was it because of Chelsea's goalkeeper? You know what I mean? Like we did, like it was a lot of it was self-inflicted though, Rants. A lot of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there were many surprises, to be honest. Like,
Okay.
I don't think there were many surprises. I think the biggest surprise for me was probably the manner in which Man City got dissected. That's about it. Do you know what I mean? Spurs were meant to lose. Arsenal dropping points is not a surprise because of how they've played all season. Newcastle, to be fair, were probably the unluckiest out of all of them because they probably should have got the win. Chelsea got smoked, which wasn't really a surprise. And yeah, man. Yeah, I to be honest, I don't think there's that many surprises, bro. I've been saying it all year. This league is terrible, bro. Like, and it's one of them ones where I'm glad that United are actually decent now because I don't watch anyone else, bro. I stopped watching Premier League football, bro. I only watch United now because the football's crap. So, like, the brand of football in this league has been terrible. Even last year it was terrible, and I said the same thing about Liverpool. They were the best of a very bad bunch, and they're getting found out this year. But yeah, man, like no real surprises, bro. If you've been looking at the way that teams have been playing in the Premier League, yeah, bro. Like some of these men had it coming, bro. The beating that City took yesterday, and if you look at the beating they took, Real Madrid didn't even have to play well to smoke them either.
I know. That's how bad it is.
2 mistakes out of the 3 goals, bro. There was only 1 goal that Real Madrid scored that I'd say was a well-worked goal, bro. Other than that, straight kick from the goalkeeper, horrible defending, and then Vinny's outside of the foot pass was rubbish, bro. And then the defenders just played it into Valverde, bro. Do you know what I mean? So
Valverde.
2 mistakes, bro. Like 2 mistakes and poor defending. And other than that, 1 well-worked goal. But yeah, man, the Premier League is poor, and it's been poor for a while.
You know what's mad? That's why I like the referees yesterday against Arsenal game because they were actually telling them like not to be pulling anyone, not to be.
But then they gave them a penalty that weren't a penalty. So
I know that's what I'm saying. I know, but it's crazy. But in terms of the physicality, they weren't allowing people to basically grab each other's shirts and whatnot. It was kind of refreshing in that aspect. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, maybe I don't know. Maybe the team just forgot to play football, man. It's one of them percentages, isn't it? Like. Arsenal looking for corners, you know what I mean? Like Man City trying to do a madness. It's kind of mad when you deep it, but you know, they have to find out.
One or two things real quick, yeah. So I want to ask Rantine as well, because you just said obviously the Premier League's been poor this season, isn't it? Yeah. Obviously still staying on Champions League, but I want to ask you something later on when we move to another topic, innit? And for the City team, most of the results that what Rant said, the Chelsea one was expected. With Man City, I've always said this anyway, they heavily invested in their forward line when they got Semenyo, Zirkzee, all of them players. I feel like their defence, they haven't got almost a similar problem with Chelsea. They haven't got senior people in the back, and they're very predictive. Like they're very susceptible to like counters. If you got world-class elite players like Real Madrid do, they obviously showed it last night. So I'm not really too shocked about the results. But yeah.
Yeah, it just tell you the quality of the league, man. In terms of like, it's not even watchable now. You get me? Like, it's not.
So when we move to the next topic, keep the same energy, please.
No, I will keep the same energy. But in terms of the league, Coop Ball, I come to you, man. Is it one of them? Did they probably get found out, or you know what I mean? Or was it just a case like you said, like it was gonna happen anyway? You know what I mean? Shout out to Dan Potts, by the way, for the raid.
Yeah, I think personally, when it comes to from a tactical aspect, the Premier League is not necessarily on the level of most of the top European teams, but individually they tend to have a lot of individual better players. Whereas now, as Rance has said, and a lot of people have said as well, a lot of the individual players in the Premier League are not at that level. So when it comes to playing these teams in Europe, you could see there's a big gap. And especially because this season, the level in the Premier League has dropped. A lot of teams are focusing on, set pieces, the physical side. And then now you can see the big gap between the top teams in Europe and then the top teams in the English league. And there's an actual big gap. Because if Man City is the best footballing side, so to speak, and Real Madrid could not have Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham, and play them like how they play them and not even have to do so much, even tactically, to beat them, then it kind of shows you that where the Premier League's at. Even if you saw Arsenal's game, we know Arsenal don't really play football. That's already a given. But even that, they were below par for playing a Leverkusen team who are not the best even in the Bundesliga, a league that everybody says is a farmers' league. So it's quite surprising to see that Arsenal relied on, you know, a bad decision to get a draw away in Leverkusen. But when you look at the game over the 90 minutes, it's like they didn't do anything to Leverkusen.
No.
Not one punch, not one hit, nothing.
No.
And that's top of the league in England, who that manager spent up to like $1 billion. And you're playing like that. There's a big problem. You know, there's a lot of questions for the Premier League, especially in Europe. And you could see that, you know, what I think it was 4 losses. And of course, in terms of obviously Newcastle's game, Newcastle deserved to win for sure in that game. They play with a lot of intensity, etc. But Barcelona's style doesn't work when they play teams with intensity. So with the high line, you play in a team that has intensity, physicality. Barcelona, we saw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, they can't handle that. And obviously because of their high line as well, it makes it much easier to actually get at them and get opportunities to score goals. So I think there's a lot of questions to be asked in terms of the Premier League teams. And they've got to start focusing on actually playing some football, because it's affecting the quality and the standard now. When you look at it, it's affecting it big time. So,
But you could also make an argument the other way. You could also make an argument the other way. Like, if you want to be pedantic about the situation, it's like teams in Spain, teams in Germany. The only other footballing team I've seen this season in the Champions League that are playing proper ball is Bayern, respectfully. I've seen Real Madrid have stinkers, and you could also do the argument like their leagues are not competitive as the Premier League, so that also takes a strain because even like Gareth Bale when he done the sit down talk with Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, and they were going through they'll talk the overlap when they're talking about his history, his time at Real Madrid. They go into a season comfortably knowing that they're going to be one of the 2 best teams in that league, and maybe Atletico is the only one challenging. So they're going to be most of the time not exerting themselves in their league. So when it comes to Champions League, they're fully on this thing. And you got to remember, don't quote me, but I know Germany have obviously a winter break. I'm not sure about Spain as well. But this thing also plays into the hands. I'm not saying that's the main reason why.
I don't think that's to do with style, though. I'm not saying to
do with style, but you also got to take
the results. It does.
Premier League, as dead as the football's been this season and last season as well, it's very intense and it's very heavy on the body. So like,
100.
You can excuse one-off performances, because if Man City had won yesterday, nobody would have been saying anything. And Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken, are unbeaten in the Champions League. So you can say taking long throws and that, but at the end of the day, if they end up winning it, no one's going to say nothing. They're just going to remember them winning it.
Now, I'm not sure you could do that in the Champions League, though. I can't lie to you, man. I think when you come across like a good team like a PSG, you'll get found out, man. You know what I'm saying? So, someone said there, the quality of football overall generally has diluted as well, and it's not as good as what it was. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. When I seen yesterday players like Kvaratskhelia, this is why I love Kvaratskhelia, like that fearlessness and that drive and that quality, man. You get me? Like scoring that banger of a goal, like you rarely see it now, man. Players dribbling, going at teams like that with a bit of like, you know, quality. It's good to see, man. So yeah, man, I thought for me, the Champions League, I think Bayern Munich's gonna win it personally, if I'm being honest with you. Like they're the most entertaining to watch right now. They got the blend, they got everything ready. You get me? Like they're a nice team to watch. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Bayern. Has everyone got Bayern? Who's everyone got for the Champions League? I've got Bayern.
I had Bayern as favourites before it started, but for me, it's always Bayern and PSG I'm looking at, because they're the only 2 teams for me that have real genuine quality, like world-class quality. When you look at their teams, bro, and then you look at the organization of Bayern Munich as well, bro, I think that they're going to be right up there, man. But PSG, you can never count them out just because of the amount of individual quality they've got as well. So for me, it's them 2. Like the rest of the other teams, like obviously Real Madrid can always pull out a performance. You saw that against Man City. No one was expecting a 3-0, blood. Like especially with the players they had available. I thought that it would be a draw, or City might even be able to edge it just because there was no Mbappe, there was no Rodrigo and that. And to be fair, they looked a lot better balanced yesterday without those players, which is mad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Yeah, like Vinny looked like his old self without Mbappe on the pitch, which isn't really a surprise because Vinny don't like to share the football in it. But like the midfield looked well balanced as well, and they didn't even start Camavinga and Tchouaméni either. Like so, Yeah, bro. Real Madrid, you can never fully count them out after that performance either, bro.
Never.
So it's
Yeah.
looking mad.
Yeah, it is. It is looking mad. Talking about Real Madrid, you just mentioned there Camavinga. It's surprisingly, I can't lie to you, this news came out, reliable source as well, man, from Matteo Moretto. He's saying Real Madrid will consider offers for Camavinga this summer. 50 million euros. One second. I know you're gonna say 50 million euros starting price. So that's about 45
That's cheap,
million.
man. But it's the injury situations with Camavinga,
man.
bro. But for 50 million, I'm buying him. I don't care.
Yeah.
Rant,
Bomba.
Rant, you know what? Rant, you know what I say no. If this was not like a jubilant season where we actually need people to hit the ground running, yeah, I would agree. Because
I'll get him plus 2 more anyway. But
no. But that's the thing. I've already said we need 5 to 7 players, and I don't believe we're going to get that. So it's like you got to be realistic of what players we're going to get. And if people are comfortable about mainly starting next season, I'm not. I want to buy someone.
Let's part that for now. But let's start.
Cool. But yeah, Camavinga personally, if we're going to spend that money, I need somebody who's going to come into United and going to hit the ground running. No excuses.
50 million euros is fuck all though, bro. In the market, you can't get nothing for that these days.
With his injury record, I'm sorry, no.
Let me pull up his injury record.
Yeah, let's see the record. How bad is it?
I'll pull it right
him as a
now.
player.
That's about 46. About 46 million pounds. You ain't getting a world class midfielder for that from nowhere.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't think he's
not from Real Madrid anyway.
But I don't think he's world class though.
I think Camavinga's top level.
He's top level, but he's not world class. You can't just be handing out that title.
I think he is. In terms of box to box midfielders, I don't think there's many better than him when he's fit.
Yeah,
the problem is just when he's
Rant, has he shown you that at Real Madrid that he's world class?
Saeed, what injuries? What injuries did he have?
Maybe world class form.
He's got world class ability, bro. Like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, 100%, 110%. But you haven't shown it for me long enough, bro.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no. This is his injury record, right? Yeah, so he's missed 10 games, 23-24, 33 games this last season, and then now he's missed 11 games.
11 is not a lot, so
which is not too bad, to be fair.
But when is he back, though?
He missed 2 games. He's missed 2 games in this.
Saeed, what was the injuries as well? Saeed, what was the injuries?
Toothache. It was a toothache. It was a toothache. And to be fair, toothaches are quite painful. I don't think
as long as it's not his knees going, then
the 33 one, Saeed, the one before the 33 game the season that he missed last season. What injury? Because I remember he was out for a long time.
Yeah, he missed. He missed. So that was actually last season. Actually, he had an ankle.
Was that muscular or was it his knees or what?
No, it's ankle. He hasn't had a knee injury for a while.
Okay,
he's had bare different kind of injuries.
You hear me? Yeah, it is bare different kind of injuries, but you know what I mean. It's one of them ones where
this is. Would you? I don't want to say it's bad luck, but would you say it's somebody that's like like maybe he's not doing the right fitness recovery or something, man?
Nah, do you know is that Martinez when he gets injured? When you have an injury on certain parts of your body, like especially around the ankle or like around the shin area, when you come back, you're naturally going to incur more injuries again, just because you're exerting different parts of muscle groups and stuff like that. That's why I said, even prior to this, when I said we need another centre back, moving away a little bit from Camavinga, I said you need somebody reliable. Not because I don't think the player's not good enough, just because if they're already showing you that they're injured, not necessarily injury prone, but certain injuries can mean they're going to get more reoccurring ones in the future. Because then you're going to end up stuck with players like Luke Shaw. Obviously, he's not a leg breaker. It's not as bad as Luke Shaw's one, but eventually, if you keep incurring these injuries, they're all going to eventually take a toll on the body.
We did say this about Mazraoui before he came in, and then he really hasn't.
That's what I was going to say. Like I've seen some people's fortunes change.
Obviously, I follow Madrid a lot. Camavinga's one of those ones where he doesn't play consistently for a long period of time, so he'll get a niggle in between. Like he'll play 3 games, then he's got an injury for like 2 weeks. Then he'll play like 2 games and he's out for like, another 3 weeks. And then that's how Camavinga. So it's very disruptive. So it's for 46. If we were to get him for like 50 million, it's not necessarily a risk, but I don't think he's reliable when it comes to like him being available, because in the 4 years, it's just been disrupted, like in terms of, and that's why you've not been able to see like the full Camavinga ability over time, because he's always like interrupted. So I don't know if United want that, but for 50 million, I don't think you can say no.
50 million euros is far cool for that level of player. Like it's funny because You know what it is, yeah.
Right.
Football's a squad game, and having that level of quality in your squad, yeah, it does something, bro. I'm telling you, it does.
How
something.
old is he?
He's 23, you know, I think, you know.
24, bro. Come on, you
Ronaldo.
can't say no to that.
He's
Right,
20,
right,
23,
you know what I'm
is
saying?
he?
Right,
23,
the reason
yeah.
I say no. Again, I'm not arguing with you with the talent ID. I think he's exceptional. I remember watching him in France. I know before he went to Real Madrid. I wanted him before he went to Real Madrid. My thing is this: we know what midfield that we have. We need guaranteed starters, no question marks on the players that come into the club. And everyone's talking like, oh, we've got this unlimited budget. Let's all be realistic for 1 second, yeah? You think we've got that play around money, 50 million, to throw in a player who comes and let's say he gets a big injury, or the adjustment to the Premier League is even more fast paced, and he just starts picking up injuries, and he's not available. That's 50 million spunk down the drain.
I'm not bringing him in to rely on him, though. I'm not bringing him in to rely on him. I'm bringing him in because a player of that quality for that price, yeah, to have in your squad, yeah, like, bro, it's an opportunity that you're probably never going to get again. I remember, like, when Liverpool brought in Thiago as well, like, he's another one that had injury issues. Obviously, they brought in an old Thiago, yeah, but having that brother in the tunnel with you, yeah, on the training ground and on the pitch, bro, it does something, bro. I'm telling you, see that kind of level of player, it raises the level of everyone else, bro. I'm telling you, when you've got genuine top players, bro. Like, I remember going to the Old Traffords and watching the Cavani's, the Zlatans, the Pogbas and that, even Alexis sometimes, yeah, even though, like, for instance, Cavani and Zlatan were at the twilight of their years, bro. When you bring in players that are just a level above the players you've got, bro, like, it's a different kind of feeling, bro. Like,
do you know I got to disagree with that, Rance? Because we bought in Casemiro. What level have we done, bro?
Casemiro's been a level above everyone pretty much for the majority of the time he's been here, bro.
Yeah, no, he's above their level, but like, again, this is like, when people, I'm not saying you're saying this, but it's like when people say, keep someone like Harry Maguire for experience or what the person's done here. Brother, we've seen and been done this. I don't need a cheerleader. I need somebody who's gonna work right now. And my thing is this:
not a cheerleader, bro. He's a top midfielder.
He's a bad man. He's a
top midfielder who can't be relied on. And
then don't rely on him. Then don't rely on him. Bring in other players as well.
Yeah.
Like who? Yeah. Like, no, right. I'll actually let me not do that because I don't like when people ask me that question myself. But again, I'm going back to the money and the finances thing. I'm going back to the finances. I don't feel we're in that position to be spunking £50 million on somebody who's a cherry on the ice.
To be honest, 50 million euros.
Yeah, it's 45 million. It's 45 million.
Okay, cool, right.
For a player with world-class ability, 45 million pounds is far cool.
But you man are moving like we're the only ones that are going to want to say we want him. The price is naturally going to go up.
It doesn't matter who wants him, bro. Like, Newcastle wanted Sesko, offered more money, and we still got him, bro. Like, it's about if his price is around that and we can get him for that, I'm not worrying about who else wants him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, in an ideal situation for me, I need 3 midfielders because Casemiro's leaving and potentially I would move Ugarte on as well. So I need 3 midfielders. If Camavinga's going to be the 3rd midfielder, the only one that's not Premier League proven, because I would sign 2 from the Prem and I'd sign 1 midfielder for about 40 mil or less. That potentially is the guy that I'm not relying on, but he's the 3rd one, bro. If Camavinga's going to be that 3rd one, that's cool. Get me Camavinga and get me 2 Premier League proven midfielders and we can fucking work it out, bro.
Yeah,
when you talk like that, I agree with you. But like other people in the chat, like, well, Rano, you can even preach to this as well, yeah? I don't have a problem with Camavinga being the 2nd or 3rd like addition in it. But realistically, left back, wing backs need to occur. We need wingers as well. Like what are we doing here?
No, 100%. There's gonna be priorities in it, and I think for me,
that's all I'm saying. I think we should go for priorities first, and then you can cherry select these. That's a good deal. I hear it, but no one can't tell me we don't need a left back, a centre back, wingers, and midfielders. So then when you're saying 50 million or 40 whatever million, to me is like, bro, that money could be invested somewhere else.
I don't think we need multiple wingers. We need one. We need a left winger.
We need a left winger. That's it. Yeah, left winger.
But then again, we need athleticism in the midfield. That's something we've been lacking for a while.
First, anyway, we haven't had that for a minute.
Yeah, you'd want him because United lack a lot of that. A player that can get from one box to another box and has that amount of athleticism and technical ability is rare to find. It's actually rare to find. That's the truth.
What do you say, AJ? You're a fan of Camavinga?
I rate Camavinga highly still. I think he's like a wing midfielder. Like he's a wing fielder.
Wing fielder, yeah. Word to Griggs.
He's super cold, but it's like I agree with both your points. Like if Camavinga's available for that price, it feels like a no-brainer. But obviously the risk of him staying fit, it's like we've been down this road before. Are we trying to take a risk on a player that we know has a poor injury record? On top of that, in terms of finances, we can only assume how much we have to spend. But when we know that we've got a squad that's not that strong and we know there's some players leaving, it just means that there's even more signings we need to make, which means obviously it just feels like Camavinga would be a luxury sign at this point. Like if we got Camavinga and one other midfielder, it still wouldn't feel like we've done the job right, because we know there's a risk that obviously if he stays fit, then it's a great signing. But if he doesn't stay fit, then it's like we just spent money on a player that's not fit, and we still had places we needed to improve, and we could have used that money somewhere else. So I think it's kind of like a double-edged sword type of thing, isn't it?
Because he can play multiple positions. He can play DM, he can play centre mid, and he can play left back. Because I've seen him play all these positions for Madrid.
He's very versatile.
Left back well as well.
My thing is like this year, when people talk about midfield options, people always forget we got Mason Mount. My guy's like Madeline McCann, brother. Like it's 55.
Yeah, we need to be moving him on still.
He's gonna get moved on though.
He will get moved on because of his wages.
You say that, yeah, but it's like, bro, you man missed it, Meg. You can't tell me for a fact he should have been moved on last season.
Yeah, I know, but listen, end of the day, yeah, you got to remember, every season we've got rid of at least 5 to 7 players out the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to do it all in one window. We have done. In terms of the sales, yeah, we're getting rid of, look, Anthony went, Sancho went, Rashford's obviously going to leave as well now. Onana's going to leave this summer.
But them men have all gone out the door, and they've all gone out the door very quickly.
Yeah.
No,
so what did they say? Yeah.
Anana, you don't know if he's gonna go because
he's gonna leave.
He's gone, bro.
He ain't staying.
Wait,
trust me.
Hear me out. If we make Champions League, yeah, everybody gets 25% pay increase. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Bro, on Arsenal's life, he has to leave. On Arsenal's life, he has to leave, bro. It doesn't make sense.
He's not staying.
You know how a contract works? You can't just tell a man he needs to leave. Man,
no, but as a goalkeeper, though, he wants to play first team football, in it. You get me? Like, and you can tell his ego and his pride is not allowing him to be second.
Did you see the thing, Saeed? Did you see the thing that he did when he transferred over to that team? He had the phone and he switched the wallpaper and that.
Exactly.
He's a neek, man. Stay over there, man.
I hear what you're saying, though. We can't just say he's leaving. Like, if you don't want to
I'm trying to say, yeah.
But I think he would. I think
Maguire's gone.
No, do you know what it is, guys? Though I feel like we haven't really given credit to the exits that we've actually like progressed with at United. We've actually let go of players that this year, 2 years ago, you would have thought Rashford was never leaving United. He's gone. That alone is a testament to all the exits for me. Do you know what I mean?
Is it confirmed? And how long did it take?
He's gone, man. We're getting 8 M's for him and Hoyland.
Do you know why, Rhino? Do you know why I'm very like peculiar about this? You're saying,
I've started straight up with this Rashford thing. I've started you up.
No, bro. He got loaned out to Villa. At the end of that loan, he was supposed to go, didn't go. He's got loaned out to Barca, yeah. And I'm hearing, they might not be able to afford it.
Barca was his preferred choice, though.
Until someone holds Rashford. Until he holds up that shirt, yeah, they're still playing for United. That's the way I look at it.
Bro, he's leaving, bro. You've just got
I hear it because he's leaving. You see Sancho, bro, that Sancho loan to Chelsea. That's the first time, even on FIFA, I've never seen a player with an obligation to buy and not leave. Man's never heard that one before. A man said you can.
Figures in Barcelona, yeah. Figures in Barcelona, them man are crooks, yeah. Them man want to basically stagger the payments. They want to stagger the payments.
Man said you didn't save it. You just turned the PS5 off quickly and started again.
Bro, Barcelona crooks, man. They might want to pay in staggered payments, man. So that's why Man United are saying, you know what, man? Nah, bro, we're not having that. And really and truly, this is a business war.
So when another team wants to do it, yeah, they're crooks. When we do it, it's calm.
No, but hold on. United, yeah. First of all, you got to remember, yeah. Barcelona is 30 million euros, which is 26 million. Manchester United have never staggered a payment of 26 million, bro. Barcelona are that broke, yeah. They want to put about 3 installments for that deal. So Man United thinking, that don't make sense for us. So of course you're seeing right now there's a bit of a chess match going on.
That's BS. They just don't rate him because, bro, if they're broke, but when there's certain players, they find the dough for it. Like I can't even pronounce his name properly. Their centre back now. I remember when his contract was about to run out. Yeah, Frankie De Jong was still waiting to be paid out for his dough. As soon as they'll flirt with Man City and that, they found the money. If they rate the player, they'll find the money. They clearly don't rate Rashford like that. They don't mind him as an addition, but they don't see him as like, oh,
yeah, as a third choice. Yeah, of course.
So that's why they're taking the piss.
But
it's part of bargaining.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I think Barcelona just like to run it down to the wire. Like they might rate him, but they just know. You know the ones where it's like, let's kick this can down the hill and we'll deal with it later. I think
Rashford is their third choice, but also they know that they were Rashford's first choice. So the way they see it is they got leverage because they know that we don't want him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So they feel like United are going to take whatever we give them because they don't want Rashford anyway. Like there's no way back for Rashford at Man United, and they know that. So obviously, it wouldn't be good business if they just paid the money.
And you know it is as well. What number would they give him as well? They're going to give back his number 10 or what? Like, I know he's gone, man.
Would you man take him back?
Rafinha's a Teddy. He ain't getting that. Are you mad? Like, yo.
Would you take him back?
No, he's talking about United.
I'm talking about he came back to United.
Oh,
he's going to take it off Cunha. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
He's done, man. That story is done at Man United. The fan base have given up on him. That's the local fan base, yeah? You know what I mean? Like, overall, the chapter's over now. Man United have moved forward. Man. They moved forward from Rashford. Like, we don't need him back at United. So, I hear what you're trying to say, Estrella. Right now, he may be coming back, but that's as far as it comes. He might go to Manchester to go see a concert at the Corp Arena. That's about it. He ain't going to be at Man United Carrington. That's true, though. You're going to be at Man United Carrington. You're going to be anywhere near it, you feel me? And then the first thing Man United should do, they should separate the two group of teams. So you got the people that are not wanted and the people that are wanted. Like, do what Enrique did. The ones that are here that come back, like Onana and them man train away from the first team. I don't want anything to do with them, man. They don't want to be next to our players. You get me? So that right there will happen. So listen, for me, when I look at it overall, United will get a lot of money this summer. Højlund, Rashford, Casemiro wages. I reckon I know what you're saying there, Australia, in terms of the players we need to go and get here, but there's also a lot of money to be made in terms of sales. This might be the biggest summer in terms of sales we get from the signings we get. Like, if you look at it, Mason Mount might go for like 15, 20 million.
Mount and Ugarte, arguably, you could move on both.
Who's that?
Wait, what was that, Rad?
You could move on Mount and Ugarte. It depends on what the window looks like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
I think there's loads of opportunities to do business.
Right. Do you know what the thing is, with what you guys are saying, I cannot disagree, because when someone talks sense, they talk sense. But even if we make the money, there's something called a drawn down credit facility. Like, it's like think of it like a massive commercial credit card that we owe mad payments on. Yeah. This is what I was saying 2 years ago that we should use to try and buy players. These man's interest, that what they owe is ridiculous. So regardless of how much money we make this summer, it's not going to transfer into our transfer budget. They're still trying to try and balance books. And this is why it goes back to arguing what I was saying about players like Camavinga and that. You have to be really realistic on the money you're spending.
But if he's one of them ones where we buy a Wharton, we buy a Anderson,
a Wharton, how much is it going to cost you?
70 mil. That's what they're saying.
They're going to say 100. They're going to say 100.
It won't be 100.
Nah, you can't. Wharton's not worth 100, man.
It won't be 100, bro.
It'll be 70 million.
They're gonna say Declan Rice, Casido, all 100. You're setting the precedent, bro. They're gonna ask for that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
I think it's a reach. 100.
Like I said, this Camavinga one is in addition to what we will bring in. So say we bring in the first two signings, Camavinga will be an addition to that. It won't be go straight in and go and get Camavinga. It will be Anderson, whoever, Tonali, or whoever elsewhere. Then you can get in a Camavinga, if that makes sense. If you can't get Camavinga, I will take João Gomez. I'll take maybe a third tier kind of list signing that could maybe elevate the Man United team. So it's not like Camavinga's the first choice.
Would you take that? Would you take Tyler Adams?
There will be other people there as well. You feel me? So who knows? We have to just wait and see.
Saeed, would you take Tyler Adams?
Sorry?
Tyler Adams. I do like him, but I'm not like, it depends on the money. If he's like 20 million, then maybe. But I do like his qualities though, man. I do think a lot of people don't rate him that highly, but I think he's all right, But
it's not Tyler Adams things that United. Like, we're not here to make.
Yeah, exactly. We're not.
But for what price? For what price though? For what price?
That's what I'm saying. Good deals. You've got to find deals, bro.
Yeah. No. Like I said, for me, it's one of them was
we're not here to make people's fairy tales come true. We're trying to get back to where we belong to. We're not all this Tyler Adams, all this Amrabat, all this, bro. Let's just relax. I don't want to hear no Carlos. Like,
nah,
no.
but AJ, you got to be at the same time. Even when United had big squads in the past, like every player wasn't like top level.
Yeah,
like,
because that's because we're already there. So if we're already there, I'm not fair. But we're not there yet. We don't have the luxury.
There was a time when we had Tom Cleverley, Darren Gibson, Anderson. What we doing?
That's what I'm saying.
If we were up there already, and then you added Tom Cleverley, Gibson, all of that, then it's fair, isn't it? But we're here trying to add Tom Cleverley.
No, but it depends on the price of the players, though. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. Do you know what the issue is? Yeah, this is what the problem with the fan base is. You man just want to shop at Harrods, yeah, and then let's say your next fit, brother. It can't be a massive drop down. Sometimes you need to get a couple Zara fits and then do Selfridges and then Harrods. It can't just all be Harrods, bro, because then it's dumb. Because once you've worn the outfit, you're gonna wear it again.
Well, Tyler Adams, you need Zara or Selfridges.
Tyler Adams Tyler Adams is not a massive drop off to what we have right now. In fact, I'll tell you, he's actually a starter. He's better than Nagate.
That doesn't make me feel good, by the way.
Exactly.
I'm not saying get Tyler Adams to start for United. This is to boost up the squad, especially if you're going to get him for like 20 mil. What? Yeah,
but I'm saying we're not even in a position to boost our squad. We still need to work on our starting 11. If anything, our starting 11 players should become those Tyler Adams what you're talking about.
Yeah. Facts.
I've already agreed with you guys. You go for the priorities first, and then whatever is left, you then go and try and invest to bolster up the squad. If you can get a deal, then yes, get a deal. But I'm not expecting you to just get name brand players in every single position. That's not realistic.
Do you know what I hear that? But do you know what it is? Because Casemiro is leaving, because Agate is probably leaving, and then that leaves us with just Kobe as an actual midfielder. I don't think midfield is the position where we can do that. I think we just got to go for quality, I'll be real.
We got to go for quality, man. Man. We're losing sight of what we need this summer. We need quality, man. We need to spend the biggest bread on that signing, bro. I swear down. If that means, going and getting an Ndai for 35 million, because you don't want to get the bigger, like a Kvaratskhelia or someone of that quality that may cost you 78 million, I'm here for it, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, we go and spend the biggest bread in the middle of the park because that will elevate our whole game, bro. It will. Yeah. It will elevate our whole game. Like, it will literally take us to the next. Because right now, that's the biggest weak point. You know what I mean? Yeah. Up front, I think
cool. United will be so different with a midfield.
Yeah, with a midfield.
Because think about Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo, it was just profiles that worked. But then you got Casemiro that's on the back end. So imagine you just refresh that and have something competent that's got a bit more to it. Because it's still restricted at the end of the day. So if you add some more layers to it and that, plus the attack that we do have, the attack will thrive better as well. That's why I feel like we don't have to really rush with the wingers. If we get the midfield first, we can get through with scoring goals and then adding the wingers on top of it to make it even more better.
Yeah,
but I think midfield.
Rhino, the reason why this is and I feel like we need wingers, is because the inability of our fullbacks to overlap and get forward. Yeah, you can say when Dorgu comes back, but I still don't think Dorgu's good enough to be starting left back for United, and I don't rely on Luke Shaw.
But Australia, you're thinking about Cass and Mainoo, though. Think about if you had like Anderson and Wharton, or think about change the midfield and then think about the wingers. Then it's different. It changes the game still.
You see, if United have Cass and Mainoo right now, This is just a question, by the way. Don't shoot me. I'm just asking. I want to see what you lot say. Let's say we get Wharton and Anderson and we start both of them, Do you think playing for United, they're going to make us better than Mainoo Casemiro?
Yes.
I think it's the combinations, what they bring to the team.
Yeah.
But we will be expecting more from them as well. Like, they will be able to do more. No respect to Casemiro, but the legs may have gone a little bit with Casemiro. Like, him receiving the ball from the centre-backs, he's not really the kind of guy to do that. So now we're going to get a bit more from Anderson and a Wharton. Like,
more dynamic. It's a more dynamic.
Like, in terms of flow state, everything.
I don't know.
That's what I think anyway.
Do you guys actually believe even Wharton and Anderson are an option, like a first option for United right now?
Yes.
Do you know why this makes me laugh? Is because it's like, you just think because we're United, it's a given right now we get them.
Estrella, you thought that with Mbeumo and Cunha.
Exactly.
You probably thought it was cap at the start.
Rhino. Do you know it's completely different? Do you know it's completely different?
It's not different at all. They're both playing for relegation, battling teams, bro, and so would the other teams pretty much. What are we doing?
Rants, you know what?
Forest in a relegation battle, bro, and Crystal Palace are just above relegation.
Cool, Rants. Those two players are highly favoured for England, yeah? They're under 25, and top four teams in the league probably want them. My thing is this.
Why can't Man United
we haven't wait. We haven't secured who our actual manager's going to be, yeah? And we haven't shown them a previous history. Wait. We haven't shown them a previous history of developing talent when they come to United. So you need to actually sell them. You need to sell them to what's going on.
Okay,
it's
but
not as simple as, we want them, they're going to come.
But look at the other side, though. We came 17th. We lost to Tottenham in the final, and then Mbeumo and Cunha still came.
Exactly.
Wait. Now Carrick's come in, and there's a bit more of a vision. You've got more incentive to come to the club now because you can actually see something now developing. We can actually, if you have to be fair, take out Ineos bias, take out Glazer's bias. We're seeing some development. See, in the last 3 seasons, we're seeing progress. We fixed up the defense, then we fixed up the attack. If we actually go and fix the midfield, that is actually a clear boom process.
I hear that, but these men are England.
But the thing is, that's true as well, because even those players, they'll be looking at United like United don't have midfielders, so we'll get more opportunities to actually play and prove ourselves.
It's the project.
Considering the other teams that might come in for them, they'll be like,
that's how Arsenal got Rice as well, because City, like, bro, if he went to City, he weren't guaranteed to be playing.
Exactly.
No, he weren't. Let's be honest. That's what I'm trying to say. You get to be part of the next rebuild. You get to be part of. Like, this is what I mean. Like, you can shout out United's name all you want.
We're not getting both. We're only getting one. Yeah. You're only getting one.
No. Which one?
Which one? Give it.
I think they want Anderson. I think they want Anderson and Baleba. That's what I think they want, innit? Yeah. But it's one of them ones where, like, for me, Adam Wharton's the best out of the 3 of them. For me personally,
So
he had that aggression. He had that aggression as well that I like.
So quick question between Baleba and Wharton. Obviously, if we got them, they play probably more as a 6. Yeah. Who do you think would make United a better footballing side?
Wharton.
He's
a better footballer.
Wharton, hands down.
He's ridiculous.
I think he's a deep line conductor compared to Baleba, who's just like a box to box with me.
Yeah,
from what I agree anyway.
Yeah,
but then his physicality as well. Like, does he have the same level as a Baleba?
Yeah, Baleba brings that kind of that fight still.
Wharton, people don't give him credit enough. Yeah, the guy is a like, I'm not gonna say he's a midfield monster, but brother, he's very capable. He hands himself very capably in that midfield, but he could do it by himself.
I think Baleba's physical.
More than Baleba.
When a man watches Brighton, I don't think the physicality
he gets bullied a lot. He gets bullied a lot.
I think we shouldn't watch this version of Baleba. I think his head's gone.
Yeah,
I disagree.
I think his head's gone.
I agree.
Because he's a symptom of the Manu thing. Bro, certain man were going to write Manu off because of this guy that we had, bro. This Portuguese fraud that we had. Certain man were ready to say Manu ain't got legs. I'll never forgive it. And then the man that tried to make a man feel guilty by saying player power. Probably you, even Australia, you was probably talking this player power nonsense. Probably using Rashford as an example. And all these things.
Rhino, say it out loud. Say it out loud.
You man wanted Manu gone, bro. You not even fooled me. You not even made me think, hold on, am I bugging that Manu's cold? Like, that's how, nah. So now what? Now Baleba's just rubbish all of a sudden. Nah, man. I don't believe it.
What I will say with Baleba, though, it's gone beyond. With Baleba, it's gone beyond, though, like, oh yeah, he's sidetracked by Man United and whatnot.
No, but he was cooking in the AFCON though. He was actually.
He was. That's what I'm saying to you.
That's why I know that man's just not feeling it no more.
I hear that though, but I can't watch AFCON, man. I can't watch that one.
No. Trust me, bro. Like, he was mashing up work in AFCON.
Salah was bagging in AFCON, came back, and he's the same guy.
To be fair, Salah died in the AFCON as well, blood.
Salah was dead food. There was a kid. You know what? There was a kid actually next to. In the Ivory Coast team that I liked, man. I forgot his name, man. The chap might actually remember. It's called Unai. I think it's called Unai. He would be a good midfielder that I think would be suited to Man United. But in terms of Baleba, I'm with Rhino though. You can't knock down the fact that he's still a good player, though. He's still a good player. It's just whether you're willing to put more than, I reckon for me this summer, because of the way his form has dipped here, he should have been more than 50 million.
Bread's lower. The bread's lower.
Yeah, the bread has to be 50 million.
And probably he knows that as well. Trust me.
40.
He was catting to cut, you know. That man wanted us badly.
You don't get it for 40. You don't get it for 40, bro. That's
be a dream.
Can I ask you, who's better, Camavinga or Belieber?
For me, it's
Camavinga, obviously, yeah.
Come on.
And if Real Madrid are trying to offload him for what, 50 million euros,
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, though, bro. I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
but
well,
then you have to balance availability as well.
They tried to offload him last season as well. Even Chimini was going to go last season.
I don't think all of those type of stuff is true. I feel like that's like when your agent doesn't like your playing time, and then something gets leaked to the media.
Maybe they might be using this.
That's true.
The reason why I believe it, Chiellini and Camavinga were both going to go last season because they weren't getting no game time. Only this season they've been getting more. Chiellini's been getting more game time anyway, from what I've seen.
They did drop in form. Yeah, they did drop in form. It was true, but
let's get into the main matters of the thing of the night, man. Big up to everyone locked in, man. 1.3k in the building. We have 354 likes. That means 1,000 of you lot are just absolutely doing nothing. So you lot hit the like button right now, people. But Man United right now, third position. We need to secure it, Mandem. We need to lock back in. You know what I mean? We had our first loss on the Carrick. It happened. I know a lot of you lot want to dwell on that. I don't want to dwell on that personally. For me, it was a bad blip. It was a bad loss, but we rectify it. Best game against Aston Villa. I'm gonna come to you, a footballer, man. You know what I mean? Do you think the gap that we've had without football is gonna help us? Are we gonna lock back in? Are you still confident about Man United? What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, with our home games, I think I'm still confident. However, there has been a drop-off in performances in the last few games. Yeah, Manchester United, of course, yeah, we've seen them. They won, obviously, against Crystal Palace, etc., etc. But the intensity is something that just concerns me with these players. Like, they don't seem to be able to consistently play at the same level. And I think we've been able to see that over, a few seasons. And sometimes I think it's also disappointing, obviously not dwelling on the Newcastle game too much, but it's disappointing that, with 10 men, the players that we had out there, they seem to not have the answers. And I think with United, I still firmly believe, confident that we will finish in the top four. Just because we have those gaps, I think it will help us. This team is not built to play 2 games a week. We can see that because in the performance against Newcastle, the performance against West Ham as well, they came closely followed by obviously a weekend game. And Manchester United level intensity dropped too much. It was too significant between the two. So obviously we know we need more players. We need more of a squad. But however, with a team like Villa, I think Manchester United will actually win that game. I think United have enough to beat the teams at home and to actually get into the Champions League as well. But again, it just comes down to the intensity for me. I think it's always concerning with these group of players that they can pick up Arsenal, Man City, and you can see how they can pick up in those kind of games. But then when you give them different kind of games, you're like, even in the Tottenham game before the red card, the Crystal Palace game, the start to the game wasn't really that good. But again, it's just individual quality that's getting Manchester United, out over the line. And I think that's all we need, to be honest. We just need that quality until the end of the season. Once we get into the Champions League, then we can start being a bit more serious. But I think to be honest, we'll have enough for our home games, especially Villa. I'm not really too concerned about Aston Villa, and I'm not worried about it. But one of my major concerns is, I think Shola mentioned it, is Lisandro. The reason why I point out Lisandro, apart from his injuries, is because he has a big part to play in how we actually play football under Carrick. The way Carrick wants to play, I could see that ideology, it suits the profile of somebody like Lisandro, who actually dictates the tempo from deep and from the back. And I think because that doesn't happen too much from the midfield area, when he's missing, you can tell. And if you go back to the games with Everton, you go back to the last, game with Crystal Palace, Newcastle, you could see the difference in Manchester United on the ball, the confidence as well that he brings around the other players as well. Like he brings this kind of confidence and calmness. United can dictate the tempo a bit better, but you know, in the last 2 games when he's not been there, you could see it's affected. And Manchester United just went back straight to a counter-attacking side all of a sudden. You know, they didn't really have that period of sustained pressure, or at least keeping the team in the other half and building up play, apart from obviously the 10 men that the other teams have had. So I think that's a major concern, and we may have to look at, you know, obviously if we get a 6 that can dictate the game, it changes the whole thing. But if they do want to, you know, build up from the back, then they're going to have to look at replacing somebody like him, because I don't think he will be reliable. But yeah, that's my take.
Someone put super chat there. Do you think United need a left-sided centre back? We have got Aiden Heaven in it. You know what I mean? That can play there as well. You know what I mean?
He can do the job. Aiden Heaven is good because he's come from an academy sense, yeah. So he's good at progressing the ball and forward passing, but it's his concentration defensively, and he's not physically assertive yet. That's what the concern with Aiden Heaven is for me. That's why I said you need a first team starter. Aiden Heaven going forward, progressing the ball. I see it pre-season. I don't know why Arsenal let him go. Like,
he was a midfielder, bro. He was a midfielder, wasn't he, at Arsenal?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
You can talk because he's pretty tall, and for someone of his size, he's got good feet coordination. Like, he's actually good progressing the ball. But defensively, he just switches off, and it's a bit too much, and he's not as aggressive as you need to be for a centre back for me. That's why
we haven't seen it in the back two. We haven't seen him yet in the back two. We only seen him in the back. What was it, back 3? And that was fair.
You have seen him in the back 2.
When?
You have seen him in the back 2. He's played in the back 2 twice. He's played alongside Euro in the back.
Newcastle, innit? Was it Newcastle?
No, he came on that left back for one game, and I think he played centre back for one game, and he played left back for the other.
Yeah, but they were cameos though. They weren't starters though.
He came off the bench and came on that left back for one game, and I think he played centre back with Lenny. I think in one game when he came on.
If I'm not mistaken, what was the game that Euro got rinsed? Was it Newcastle or Aston Villa?
No, it was Southampton.
Villa.
Oh, Villa you talk about.
Yeah, but remember when Euro got taken on the flanks and he got rinsed, and then for the next couple of games he weren't playing, and then Aiden Heaven came and everyone was like, oh, he looks better than Euro. I am sure for a period of time, at least 2 games, I've seen him playing the
we only played in a back 4 under Ruben Amorim like 2 games or something like that. He went back in the Wolves game. He went back, so it was the Newcastle game. He played a 4 and maybe one other game, but
Wolves at home, I think it was.
Wolves, he switched back to the 3, bro. He switched back to the 3 against Wolves at the last minute. He bottled it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We haven't really seen him as much in a back 2. This is why you can't really judge these defenders in a back 3, man, because we were all disjointed anyway, man. We couldn't really, you know what I mean, defend as a back 5 anyway, man. So I wouldn't even really blame him for that one.
He did play as a back 2 against Newcastle, to be fair.
Oh, you know what I mean? We've got to give him time for that one. But in terms
of I see him in the back 2.
Yeah. But in terms of our home form, we've only lost twice at home, you know, Mandem, this season. I mean,
didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. 2 games at home. One of them was who was it? What was the first one?
Arsenal,
yeah, and then the other one.
First game of the season, and
Everton.
And then Everton, 10-man Everton.
Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy, man. And obviously we lost to Brighton in the FA Cup, but that was that was cup competition. But in terms of the league,
that's not really surprising. We drew better games on the Amorim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We just pointless games on the Amorim. Yeah. So our home record is very, very good. You feel me? Like, I feel like with the way Unai Emery plays as well with the high line, I think it will suit us as well with the transition. It just depends on now what is the team that Michael Carrick plays now. You get me? Like, is it going to be a Sesko up front, or do we go back to the fluid front 3 that we had and just try that out for a couple of games and then get Sesko back into a kind of I don't know, man, a super sub kind of role. You feel me? Like, and him maybe prove him like that.
I wouldn't start Sesko.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I would go with the fluid front 3 because these lot are playing midweek here, and they're obviously going to be a bit lethargic. And I would say for the first half year, you want like obviously like a force just to stretch them, like get them doing running back to their goal.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I think you bring on Sesko. I think you bring on Sesko like during later on in the game if maybe we haven't scored yet, or you want like a different type of like style, like you want to target man. I think for the most part of it, you want runners in behind, like testing them hamstrings, bro. That's what I think personally you should be doing.
Especially Amad Diallo as well.
This one I don't know. I don't know, because sometimes when Aston Villa play against us, especially at home, we tend to have more possession than them. So I don't know.
But is that a bad? Well, I don't get this idea that when we have possession, it's a bad thing. Like,
no, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But obviously, we're talking about how we should start. And I know obviously Villa's got two styles of play. Sometimes they do get on the ball, but sometimes they do this thing where they will just sit back and counter. So if we're talking about our fluid front three, we already know if they sit back, it's not going to work.
I just look at us with Amad Diallo, man. That directness on the right hand side, man. I can't lie to you. We need that, man. That the unpredictability that he gives you is so good because you don't know whether he's gonna come inside, he's gonna go on the outside, he's gonna take you 1v1 on the byline. Like he's so unpredictable, man. With Mbeumo, it's not great, bro. It's not ideal. And I feel like
I'll be honest, I don't think they should. I don't think they should ever drop Amad again after seeing what we saw.
I agree.
He might not get the same GA as Mbeumo, like in terms of the goal, you know, Amad sometimes decision making. But in terms of our build-up play, in terms of what he brings to the team, in terms of that calmness in possession, I just think we can't go without playing Amad, man. I think that's
too
not
much chaos,
something.
bro. With Bruno, Cunha, and Sesko, who barely gets involved in link-up play, bro, you've got no one on the ball that's gonna keep it, man. And it's like people used to criticize Anthony, yeah. Anthony barely gave the ball away, though. You know, he was always good in possession. And even though he didn't really go and do mash-up work here, in terms of our build-up play under Ten Hag, why we were so successful in large parts was that they were able to keep the ball. And you need that sometimes, man. I feel like sometimes we don't really like take into the account that we can't play this chaos ball. Because if we do this chaos ball here with Aston Villa, in the transition, they're going to hurt us, you know, Mandem. They are going to hurt us with the likes of Rodgers, with the likes of whoever they've got. Like, you've got to be able to keep the ball, man. And Ahmad, forever how bad you might think he is in terms of maybe decision-making the final third, keeping the ball, getting everyone up front, making sure that we don't lose the ball and we get hurt on the break. You've got to have him, bro. Sometimes, you know, you kind of say to yourself, yeah, but he doesn't get you goals. But, bro, we need to play football first, Mandem. That's what we need to do. Have a bit of, like, confidence, know that we're keeping the ball, we're moving it around, players are getting a feel to the ball. But if it's like, yo, get the ball out to Mbeumo, who loses it, right, back up, then Cunha gets the ball, he loses it, it's gonna be we don't want to be doing that, man. We don't want to be having a basketball game where, you know, you're giving the opposition opportunities, and sometimes our defense isn't that bad, but because we're peppering our defense, it makes it look like we're all over the place right now. We don't know what we're doing. You get what I'm saying? So that right there, Amad Diallo has to be able to play in this team. And then you drop Sesko, because then it gives us an opportunity to go and bring someone off the bench, because our bench is a little bit light. I do think Zirkzee has been playing well, but again, you know what I mean? I don't know if Zirkzee will ever start right now in terms of he's just trying to buy his way into the team and get more performances. You know what I'm saying? So
you think Zirkzee should go?
I've been screaming. Rant will know. I've been screaming this brother. He needs to go, bro. Like
but he's been playing well though for us, man. Lately,
No. But
he has been.
But why? Why does he need to go?
That's what I'm saying.
Me personally, watch this. Yeah. Me personally, you've spent 120 million plus on 210s. Yeah. We've got multiple people who can play that 10 position. Zirkzee is not in the hierarchy anywhere. He's going to be demanding a starting spot. As a striker, you don't bang goals. You can say he scored goals here, and you're not a clinical striker. He doesn't have the eye as a striker, and you're not far. Me, you got classy touch, you got good feet, but that's not enough for me. And like, bro, that's why people are not relying on you, because you don't have that extra like what a striker needs. Wingers, he's too slow to play on the wing. So
saying that, yeah,
have you get rid of him and improve.
You know what? Saying that, yeah, wherever you think of Zirkzee, yeah, when he comes on the pitch, yeah, his first touch is always on point. His link-up play is very, very good. Hold on, minute. And if you look at the last two games, yeah, when he's come on, he's really given a proper impact, you know what I mean? And he's the one that actually gets on the half turn, moves, and actually, he's the one that actually took one of our best shots of the game. And it was nearly a goal. So whether you like him or not, yeah, I reckon he's still got a space in this Man United team this season. Whether you think next season or not, we've got to think about it. In right now, I'm not talking about this season. I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about next season, summer. Yeah,
why Rant is still here? Why Rant is still here before he goes? Because sometimes he goes. Yeah, you see that question I asked you at the start of the show when you said, about Champions League, that the Premier League's been woeful this season and potentially last season as well. So when we're talking about not necessarily Carrick getting the job, but where we are in the league, do you see it as a massive achievement, or do you just see it as it's part and parcel? Because we're playing one game a week basically, and the league, like you said, has been shit. So is it what Carrick is doing, or is it just by default product of what the
It is what Carrick is doing, because when Emery was here, we were losing.
Yeah.
We was drawing bad games.
But it doesn't matter. Like, the previous manager wasn't doing this, so you have to give this manager credit. Like, it's that simple, bro. There's no other answer.
Fair enough. So wait,
there's no other answer. In my opinion, we are where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Rance. I feel like,
however,
Carrick's has done the basis to get us back to
be, because Amorim was massively underachieving.
Yeah.
So
Like,
two
that's
things
what I
can
think.
be. I don't think Carrick's overachieving with the squad that he's got. I don't think he's overachieving, but the wins against City and Arsenal, those go a long fucking way, bruv. Like 6 wins out of 8 games, anyone's taking that, no matter who the manager is. 6 wins, a draw, and a loss out of 8. Anyone's taking that. If Enrique comes in and has the same record, man are lording the record, bro.
Yeah,
like, let's not pretend. So you have to look at it for what it is, bro. Where we are in the league right now, this is what the bare minimum I expect to my football team, given all the players that the other teams have and how they're playing. This is the bare minimum I expect.
Facts.
I was talking about getting 3rd place, when we was in 5th and 6th, bro, because I saw that 3rd was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember you saying, fair enough.
100%. Bro, if Carrick gets 3rd place, he's in the reckoning for the job, whether you like it or not, Mandem. You know, whether we think Enrique, what we saw last night, you know what I mean, and everyone's getting, yo, man, let's get him back.
I don't want him.
You don't want Enrique?
Nope. There's a reason why I don't want him. Not because I think he's a bad manager.
Why?
Is if he comes and you're not going to back him, I'm just going to see history repeat itself. So if you know, if the hierarchy they're going to go chase a man.
It's not logic.
No. Wait.
You wouldn't want Pep Guardiola then because the board wouldn't back him.
I wouldn't want Pep because I'm seeing this story. Man said I'm mad. Okay, brother, name me one team. Wait.
You're crazy. Yo.
Take a touch.
The comment said Australia just wants to be different. That's funny.
Take a touch. Let me talk. Bro, take a touch and let me talk. You can't name me one team Pep has managed that he hasn't inherited world-class players and got what he wanted to get. You can't come to United and tell me you're going to make these scrubs play better. It's simple fact.
Brother. It's still,
if it was that easy, Saeed, if it was that easy and he's that great of a manager, you wouldn't spend hundreds of millions of pounds. No one can argue with me.
Wait, so you're saying Carrick can get more out of players than Pep can?
No. My name was trying to remix it. You heard what I said. I would not take Pep, not because I think he's dead. It's because this board wouldn't back him the way he should be backed.
You're right.
If it was so great at Thompson,
I'm lost
we
for
would
words.
spend hundreds of millions of pounds every year. What are we doing here?
Who would you take?
That's what I got to say.
No, who would you take?
Let me give you an analogy. It's like a homeless man, If I give a homeless man food, but he says I don't want it, because I might not get food later on. That's how you're thinking.
No. I'll tell you a story. Listen, that did not happen to me. Actually, it happened to me. I was on the roadside. I was in Croydon, innit?
Yeah.
And I was going to this part of Croydon. There's always bare nitties and that on the strip. Yeah. This guy came to me, and he asked me for food, innit? Obviously, I just come from some place called Afters, innit? But I didn't really like it. I thought it was dead, innit? So I was going to give him the leftovers of my afters. You know what the guy said to me, bruv? I'm not that desperate. I said, bruv, you fucking idiot, bruv. You're there starving. I'm offering to give you food, but because it's leftovers, you're telling me you're not that desperate. You're homeless and you're hungry, bro.
In fact, I don't know if I want leftovers as well.
What do you expect when you go to a man for food?
I don't want them leftovers. I want the fresh food, bro.
I was minding my own business and Strella drew me out. I was out there having iftar, eating my food. I was there sipping on juice and Strella drew me out with these comments. I said, nah.
Wait, hold on. I've actually got a valid example. Rhino, watch this, Rhino, us Saeed, every Christmas, I do a charity thing where I feed about 300 homeless people in it. I've done it this year. I fed about 400 people. Yeah,
big up.
I get people that I get some people
like soup kitchen, innit?
I get some people that
people do the soup.
Yeah, but I'll go on the street and get them food like little hampers and stuff. I get people every year that sometimes will say no. And the reason why they say no is because they know this is probably the only meal that they're gonna get, and they're gonna go they're gonna be hungry even more. So it's like sometimes they'll rather just refuse it and stay consistent. My thing is at United, what's the point of if you've got previous damage already? You go all out and go get this manager. Yeah. Fair enough, he does well to a degree, but then you don't back him to the full extent. And the same shit from the previous thing happens again, and then you have to get rid of him, and then we're even in a worse position.
So you're talking about a scenario. So what? Yeah. So based on how you judge United, who's the perfect manager for us? Based on this current board,
you're saying problems, but you're not giving me solutions.
Based on that, the perfect manager for us is Michael Carrick, bro.
Yeah,
and this is what I've been saying all along.
And that's why I said,
Strella. By the way, what did I say? Hold on. Before we start, guys, big up Australia, you are you're training to be a solicitor, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give you something. So right now, I'm seeing a common theme right now. You're always thinking of the worst scenario, but yet you're a solicitor. So if someone comes up to you right now,
I'm not on it, bro.
And right now you're telling me, yo, you're in trouble, you're finished, you're collapsed. You're a solicitor. I need to hear positive shit. I need to hear what could come right. Right now, you're telling me.
I just told you, plead guilty, my G. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're gone, bro.
You're saying it's guilty, bro.
You're gone.
101, Saeed, anyone will tell you this. Rule 101, when you got a client, manage expectations, my brother. Because, brother, this thing I got to have away. You manage expectations. And what you do is, you go on... In law, you go on previous precedents, And Man United have shown me over 5 managers. They've shown me over 6, 7 managers of what happens. You go chase somebody, you don't back them, and then what happens? So it's like, why are we all doing this in reality stuff?
Who wasn't backed? Estrella, who wasn't backed?
Exactly. Who wasn't backed?
Yes, you spent the money. We're talking about spending money.
Semantics, man. Bare semantics.
I said we spent the money.
Whatever's been back. But you know exactly what I mean. It's more the money. Don't move the goalpost. Don't move the goalpost.
Fundamentally,
go back to what I said.
But no,
fundamentally, I 100% agree with what you're saying. And this is why I said that Michael Carrick is the only right answer, because we're buying players for the club. We're not buying players for a manager. So if you bring in an Enrique, you bring in a Zirkzee, you bring in someone that's a system-based manager and a philosophy-based manager, they're not going to get the players that they want because we're buying for the club, which I agree with. We should always do that. Real Madrid do that. You buy players for the club, bro, and the managers make it work, bro. I believe that that's the best way to run this football club at the moment. Buying players for managers has got us nowhere. It got us nowhere with Ten Hag. It got us nowhere with all the previous managers. So I'm a fan of the way we're recruiting right now, but that alienates certain types of managers, bro. That's it. Yep. And that's why bringing in Emery was a big mistake.
And that's why last stream, I agreed with you when everyone was saying, what manager should we get? What manager? I said it doesn't matter. I said it depends on the infrastructure or the hierarchies, what they're doing. And if they're going to continue to do what they've been doing for the previous years, Carrick is the perfect guy for the job. If you're gonna do something different and actually listen to a manager, then go get the best of the best. Then go get the best of the best. That's just the facts of it, whether you like it or not.
I don't know about that one.
But you know what it is though? It's too easy though sometimes to go on like Man United's got scrubs of like our players ain't scrubs, bro. You can't come in here as Enrique and start thinking like, rah, these man are crap. I need like you're gonna get a list of 3 players that the club want to buy, and then you're gonna be asked which one suits your system best. But the club's going to have a list of 3 players that they want in that position. And then as a manager, you can then make that decision and say to yourself, you know what, give me that one then. But come on, we ain't got scrubs at our players are ballers. We've got ballers at the club. Even the names that I heard that you were saying we were linked with, to be a manager to come into a club that's trying to buy that caliber of player, you got to know that you're up. Yeah. They say like United is like sometimes we underestimate what's really going on at the club or what we have at our disposal. Like there are players there. We have got good players there. If you're a manager and you can't deal with that, and the likes of Enrique couldn't come into United and deal with Cunha and Bumo and flipping Sesko and then add 1 or 2 more players around that. We've got footballers at the club. So you just got to make it work.
Musa,
so for
you saying 3 players. No, Musa. It's a squad game, and I'm not trying to be pedantic about the whole situation, But I respectfully, I've been watching you for a long time, and I've been watching even when you do your podcast. You've done the same speech every time we've been linked with a new manager, brother.
What's that sound?
Who are these ballers that you're talking about?
Mad sound.
It's a mad sound. I can hear it too.
Bro, did you wind down your window? Estrella, did you wind down your window?
Like your aircon or something?
Or aircon, yeah. One out of two. Yeah, bro, you got a pattern ASAP, man.
I don't think it's him, you know.
I put my thing on mute so to make sure it weren't me, but I don't know who it is. Everyone put their thing on mute.
Still.
Yeah, coot baller, my bad.
But I'll be real, yeah. I'll be real with you, man.
Yeah.
Like, I hear, you know, made him leave, it wasn't even him. But it's calm. I hear this Carrick thing, yeah, but let's actually be honest. You cannot tell me that Carrick can coach these players better than Pep and Enrique can. What are we doing here?
Of course he can't. Of course he can't.
And even if you did think that, yeah, based off what?
Yeah.
Because really, truly, all we're doing right now is comparing them to Amrim. Pep and Enrique are not Amrim, bro. They're not Amrim.
They're not. They're top level managers. No, they're top level managers. But when we talk about United,
I think that in context to it, though, innit? Yeah. Because Carrick could deal with the players that he has, innit? I feel like Pep,
do you agree with what I'm saying?
Enrique, they play a unique.
No.
Them two are like probably the only two managers in the world, maybe even De Zerbi as well, who could go into a team and instantly change the playing style like that. But in order for that to happen, they do need their tools. And I think if Enrique was to come, he will need his tools, but that's just building the relationship with the hierarchy. I think that's what we're writing off as well. I think the hierarchy now know the next manager that they go and appoint, they need to have that rapport. So even in the interviews, are they going to have that sort of feeling where they know they can build a relationship with this manager? And it may potentially be there with Michael Carrick. And Michael Carrick's already creating a bond with the group of players that we have. So if we are going to move forward with these core players for the next 2 to 3 years or so, I think it's only right to probably keep someone who knows the club, knows the players, and who can build a relationship. He's literally kind of catering to all parties, Michael Carrick. That's why he's more of a preference. But I still think he's auditioning for the role. Like, we still need to see how the remainder of the season plays out.
Yeah,
because even though I want him in the job, just for the nostalgia, how he's brought life back to United, he knows the club in and out. He's probably at a place where, because the last 3 to 4 performances have been poor, the microscope is kind of, right on him for that sort of place, competing for the role. I think better case than not. Worst case scenario, if we was to go and get another manager, it would have to be a Luis Enrique, and that's on the hierarchy to just kind of allow these managers to go and build that relationship as well. Go and see how they like football, man. Like, when you're on the phone to them, have dinners with them, see what their ideal is, what their pitch or what their vision is. That's what the club need to do, bro. We can't keep doing this thing where, the hierarchy dictate what's happening when they don't have any pedigree winning loads of things, man. That's the thing. I think everyone's kind of learning on the job, which is the truth. But listen, bruv, let's kind of do it with Carrick. You've seen it happen with Arsenal, and I'll be honest, the trajectory that Carrick's on, I don't think it will take that long. It wouldn't take that long at all.
No, Tex, what the issue is? Tex, the debate started because basically Estrella said that he wouldn't take Pep. If Pep was available right now, he wouldn't take Pep. That's how the conversation started, isn't it? Ask him.
He's trying to say that because Pep needs certain players to implement his style, and therefore he wouldn't take Pep. But my thing is this year.
See how that still plays into the factor of Enrique. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I think you see how that still plays into the same factor as Enrique, though. If Pep supposedly ever wanted to come to United, which will never happen, bro. It's just about the hierarchy again, just allowing him to do what he wants to do, man. United have money, and United are willing to put it towards certain transfers, bro. So if they have the same picture and vision as the manager, then of course it could work.
When you look at Pep's new midfield at City, which one of those players would Man United not buy?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Bro, we'll buy all of them, bro.
It's the same thing with Carrick, though. We literally just sat here.
Buy them.
We literally just sat here and said the last 3-4 games have not been that well. And then someone said, obviously we had Martinez and it helps our build-up play, this and that. So for me, that's the same thing. As soon as a quality player came out, the performance went down. So clearly, you're saying to me that Carrick still needs the quality to implement his style of play, but then you're telling me that Pep and
No, but we don't have a midfield though. We don't have a midfield though, AJ. Come on, man. We don't have a midfield that can.
No, but I'm just saying, Pep, like, no, but when we talk about play like managers like Enrique and Pep coming in and wanting midfielders, they're not going to ask for a midfielder we wouldn't get. Pep's not gone out there and spent mad money in the middle of the park. They're not going to ask for a profile that's going to go totally. This is not Amorim and Ten Hag where they're just asking for a profile that everyone's looking at and thinking,
this and that's another difference. Yeah, that's a major factor as well, because Man City do get major bargains, and I think the Mark Gays of this world, the Kevin De Bruyne's, the Cherkies, the Haalands, that they've got for under 50 mil and stuff like that. It's like
United won that.
That wouldn't happen at United. I think the inflation, I think the value for those players.
But we've done good in the last two windows, Tech. If you look at the last two windows,
Manchester United will never sign Mark Gay for 20 million pounds, bro. That would triple, man. Like the United tax is insane. Do you know what I mean? So I think
we've done well though in the last couple of windows.
It would be harder to get these players. We would have to spend more money. But again, if they want to do it, bro, they will splash the bread, bro. You've seen United do it time and time again, man. They will splash the bread. But it's about giving the right person the money, bro.
Our recruitment's been good for the past 2 years, though. Like I don't get why the trajectory and the I don't know, man. The pessimism is a bit. I don't know. It's a bit too much for me, man. Because it's like what we've been doing so far. If you'd have told me a couple of years ago after we signed Blipping Anthony and them, man, we'd have got Mbumo, Cunha, Mazarawi, like signings that you would think, they're sensible signings. Man United would never made them kind of signings, bro. So the trajectory right now, I do believe in the recruitment team. I do believe the scouting team are doing their job. Look at Le Mans. Look at us now. We're all eulogizing Le Mans. We're saying, he's the best thing since sliced bread. Again, that's a good signing that they've made. So, right now, it doesn't feel like Man United are going to have a bad summer. They're not going to just go and buy some rubbish midfielders and we're going to be like, oh, bam. They're going for the top guys. Andersons, the Whartons, the Belabers that everyone should be going for right now. Man City should be going for a player like Anderson and Wharton right now. They need it. You know what I mean? Chelsea need it. There's Bearman that need to go and get these signings in. So we're not like.
And Saeed, I think, do you know what's important as well is what you said about trajectory. Like Carrick's come in. We've gone from 15th, 16th to 3rd. Hopefully we can still secure top 4. We should be able to, but football is football. So just the fact of how our team has changed dramatically and the history of the players that we brought in, it's a good project. Like the whole waking up the sleeping giant kind of thing, you get me? Like, and it looks like we're going in a direction. Obviously, you have to factor in that the league is not as great in terms of the level of it, but I feel like in a weird way, the league's still competitive. Like, do you get what I mean? You can lose drop points to mad teams.
Do you know what I mean? So Enrique, I'd say Man United would be in a title race next season. If United got Enrique and the players we got in, we've got an elite coach to be in a title race next year. Obviously, we get Carrick here. I'm not going to be expecting Carrick to win the title. I'm just not Mandem. I think we'll try and be involved in the conversation. We'll try and maybe work our way through it. But I don't believe, he can lead us to a title. I think it will be, for me, too much of an expectation on Carrick.
Yeah, but look what Michael Carrick's already done. Carrick's already done. He's given United fans belief again. I think if you was to go run it back like 2 to 3 months ago, bro, we was nowhere near speaking like this. Like we was all saying, what's our predictions? Where are we gonna finish at the end of the season? We're gonna finish outside the top 6 and stuff. That was our predictions, and we were being genuine about that. But now look how the expectations is right back, and we're talking about challenging next season. Like, bro, I would have bitten your hand off if you said that to me a couple months ago. I would have thought you was talking rubbish. So that's what I'm saying. I think the fact that he's brought that belief back, I think we need to act upon that. We do genuinely need to act upon that. Whether if we're being cutthroat with the expectations and we bring in Luis Enrique, despite how great Michael Carrick is, we go and do that. But if we want to go and challenge, I'm happy that the expectations is back. I'm happy that we're having these conversations rather than, we finishing outside the top 6. For example, this Sunday, we're going in to a battle for the top 4. We're literally playing our competitor. Like, bro, I'm happy to go into these games because now the magnitude is different. The game actually means something. This 3 points means something. Our season is written off because there's no trophy to go and celebrate. So these sorts of games, let's go and relish these. It's as simple as that. Let's go and relish this football match. Go and beat Villa and go and take them out the top 4. Do you know what I mean? They should even be up there in the first place. I think they've been riding games for the last. Bro, they've been riding games for the last God knows how long.
Do you agree with this comment though? I don't know if I agree with this comment though, man. I don't know, man. In terms
there's too much context to it, man.
Man. I don't know if I agree with this comment as per se, man.
I hear what the person's trying to say, but there's too much. It depends how deep you want to go with the conversation. But I feel like with Carrick here, we don't know where all the teams are going to be next season as well. The league can get back to a point where Chelsea get better, Chelsea click, Liverpool click, City are back to where they used to be. So as much as we have high expectations, we have to be mindful of what's around us. But all we need to do is our job. Right now, all we need to do is focus on us and do our job and keep building. And then we can be in that conversation. Because no one would have told you 6 months ago that we can be third based on the fact that we still had Ruben. You know what I mean? Obviously, our expectations were third, fourth for what the players we have, but we're led to believe the players weren't good enough. But now we're proving that the players are all right, they're decent. The
only reason why I think Carrick's a risk, and just one point, is because I think if we have to look at potential outcomes, and at the moment, everything's on the high. Even despite losing one game, everything's on the high. If we was to start next season, hypothetically speaking, and we start poor, we need to predict the outcome of how Carrick can deal with that situation because that happens to plenty of football teams. We've seen Man City start seasons poor and then go and win titles. Exactly. This is why the game is important again. So, of course, bro. Can he go and be cutthroat even with the starting lineup, bruv? Like, we know Mbeumo's been poor. Can Ahmad start?
I can't lie, he looked lost. When we lost little things like that. Carrick's face looked like someone has smashed his face with a tennis ball. He looked shattered, right? I want to see what he's on now. I want to see what he's on now still.
Watching PSG last night, Doué gives away a goal. He gets hooked straight
away, you know. Mad.
Let's change this game. And
I've mentioned plenty of times I've seen. Yeah, but I've seen top managers hook like their best players time and time again. I've seen Klopp do it to Mo Salah. I've seen Pep do it to Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, that's what we need to do in terms of, even if your Bruno Fernandes is having a stinker like he was against Newcastle, then you take these guys off. But I think his thing is, but just give me a point. Give me a second. Sorry. No, it's calm. But my thing is, again, in that game, he's probably one of the only ones who still plays that risky pass in behind. As soon as he was receiving it in that like right, second, third pocket, he looks up and he's trying to whip it in the box, innit? Not a lot of people are trying to penetrate and play that forward pass straight away. So that's the only thing that you're always missing from Bruno Fernandes. It's a pro and con at the same time. It's annoying, brother. It is frustrating while you have it, brother. But you just got to deal with it, man. You just got to live with it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hopefully we sell him though, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, there are a few things that will piss off the fan base. I feel like certain decisions that maybe he makes to the end of the season. This is why it's like almost like I feel sorry for Michael Carrick because he's got a squad that isn't his. He's got a squad depth that isn't really great, and then he has to live by and these decisions that he makes. Even though he gets top 4, top 3, he's gonna have to live by these sort of decisions that he makes, and it's like,
I don't feel sorry for no one. Life of a manager, bro. Does anyone feel sorry for you guys when you do these streams with annoying people? I see comments. People say that I'm irritating, shouting. Does anyone feel sorry for you? You still got to stream, my brother. It's part of the job, brother. Allow it, man. You're a manager. It's what you signed up for.
No, but the thing is, it's what he signed up for. But at the same time, it's like people use that against him. No, it's like this is not his squad. We don't believe this squad in terms of.
End of the day, you're actually again. As much as it's a hardship, brother, your Manchester United manager is an opportunity. It doesn't matter if it's Crimea River, brother. Your Manchester United manager.
If he finishes third, which is the highest where we can finish, people are still going to be like, this isn't good enough to be the Man United manager. This, that, and the other. And it's like, man, like how much? Like, what do you want from him?
What do you mean it's not? What else did you expect from the season, bro?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know what?
I wonder if you're gonna go above City, bro. Go on.
No. Let me explain it. I agree with everything you said before. I didn't mean to say that out loud when you were talking about Bruno, and I was actually my bad, sorry.
No, you're good.
I agree with everything you said. anyone that would have told me that Newcastle, all the top hitters were going to be this poor this season, I would have said, shut up. Now that they're this poor is a mitigating factor. I'm not saying I predict us to be third, fourth, from when we were 15th, 17th last season. No. But I got to take this into consideration when I'm now projecting for this season. So it's like, and we're playing one game a week. If everyone's saying this squad is not as shit as we think it is, you're playing one game a week, everyone else is piss poor, and they're also in more competitions. Naturally, it makes sense that we should be higher up the table.
But naturally, your expectations are higher with one game a week. You don't want to see this.
No. Let me finish. Wait. Hold on, Saeed. Sorry, go on.
This is why I'm even thinking if Emery got his buck together, we should even be higher than where we bloody are, or the gap between the bottom teams behind us should be way bigger. Again with Carrick, if he gets top three, if he gets the top three, I don't personally think that is enough for you to warrant to be the United manager. But like I said earlier when Rance was here, if the hierarchy are going to do this thing where they're the ones making the decisions, they don't fully want a manager to be a manager, they want him to be just a coach, stay with Carrick. That's why I said about the whole Luis Enrique thing, the whole Pep thing. It don't make no sense if you're not going to fully incorporate somebody as their job role. If you want someone to just be a coach and get the best out what you've got, Carrick, yeah, cool. I'm not saying I'm cool with it, but I understand the logic. I don't understand the logic of going to recruit a good manager and not allowing the manager to manage. That doesn't make any sense. Tex, you have a job right now, I'm not going to put a business like the menu on LinkedIn. It wouldn't make sense for me to hire you to be the position that you are, for me to micromanage you and expect you to do the best with what you do. It don't make no sense. Of course. I'm employing you because of your particular sets of skills to get the best out of you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Facts. I think it's a new day and age. It's a new day and age anyways. It's a new day and age anyways, man. I think no one can deal with micromanagement. Everyone needs to kind of be one of those kind of free birds in order to build whatever you've got out there, innit? Whatever project, and whatever investor that you have or whatever it is, they just got to believe in you. But if you look at so there's nothing you could, but this is what I'm saying. If you look at like Michael Carrick's situation, it's tough for him because now we're putting all these expectations on him. You got a man like Estrella saying, "Yo, he's got to finish higher than where." But there's no possibility that can happen unless City fall off just due to the points, bro. Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So I'm not saying he should finish by the City. By the way, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but there's nothing else he can do. I think he's doing pretty well at the moment. There's still 9 to 10 games left, innit? So, bro, anything can happen. That's the goal. Exactly.
He could fall off a cliff.
A lot of things can happen, bro. But if he was to finish third at the end of the season, bruv, that makes him a good contender, bro. Very good.
There was nothing. For me personally, there was nothing he could have done from the beginning. He got that job because to me, it's what Manchester United. Do you know why? Hear me out.
No, this is the thing. I hear you already.
But when you're Manchester United, you employ the best of the best. Like Tex, you're not a bum, brother. You've got your shit. You got your stuff together. I wouldn't expect you to be dating a 6, brother. You get the best of the best. Just because you got hurt and you got out of a bad relationship, I don't expect you to be some mean thing. You get the best of the best.
This guy
and it's the same here.
And Mandem, you see, this is what happens when you got red interior, you know? Your life's different. See,
red interior, man.
Yeah, man. I hear it, bro. I hear you.
What about you, Australia? Is personality key for you, though? Or are you just looks?
I hear it.
No, it's everything as a whole. But when it comes to United manager, you want the personality, you want the charismaticness, like of him demanding the change room. He don't give me them vibes, bro. If he didn't play for United, I swear that if he didn't play for United, I'm saying Gareth Southgate, brother. He don't give me that, bro. But he doesn't. But any of you man watch his interviews, and you go, "Oh my god," I mean, or something, or like, "I want to listen to him." Or
you don't need to.
But his persona is different. His persona is different, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I think
his persona is a bit different.
Carrick's on the actions
he's got
talk thing.
Aura, though, innit? Exactly, bro.
He's on the actions talk. That's how he was as a footballer. Actions,
bro.
Exactly.
I think with someone like that, though, you need someone calm, man, because you have someone erratic, bro. Remember, Ruben Amorim. Look how many interviews he ended up accumulating, bro. And even look at your Ten Hags, all of these man, bro. Like These men threw their toys out the. I don't see Michael Carrick doing that. You know, you get what I'm saying? You had social crying and that. Like there was so many, bro. I just think he's a gent. He's a gent, bro. He's just different, innit?
It's unfair. Do you know why? Checks. You know why it's unfair? Carrick will never ever have to go through what the guys went through simply because he plays for Manchester United and he's in.
Can you repeat that again, yo? Shut up, please.
Wait.
Repeat that again.
What?
Repeat the aura bit again.
No. Let's take a touch. Let's take a touch. Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick. Yeah. Michael Carrick will never go through what these other managers went through. Simply the fact because he plays for Manchester United and he's English, and everybody knows in this country there's a massive drive into getting the English managers into top jobs. So there's gonna be a push for him to be.
But that doesn't mean an English manager might not be the next great English manager, though. So we can't rule that out.
Rhino. No one is saying that. But when okay, do you know what it is? When you have candidates, yeah. Prime example, let's just do this really quickly, yeah. You're single, you're out of relationship, yeah.
Yeah.
No one's saying the
girl. I'm in the AirPods, you know my business is right over there. Madman.
No one's saying the girl with glasses. The girl with glasses.
Hold on, let him land. What's that? Say that again.
The girl that wears glasses, smart little blouses, and that she does a nice job 9 to 5 or whatever. But brother, the Badines, they just stepped out the V-Class. In that moment, no one's saying, "Oh, you couldn't live a happy life with that." You get me? But when the Badines step out that V-Class, yeah, nobody's paying attention. No one's paying attention straight away to the girl with the glasses and dresses nice and got the cross on her neck. Anyone saying yes, they're effing lying in it. Let's be honest.
No, but you know what? That's called ball watching. That is ball watching. Do you not follow the ball, bro? Do you understand? You check your shoulders. Yeah. And you play the game, bro. Do you get it, bro? Watch yourself, be self-aware, bro. Where are you on the pitch?
Short-term fixes doesn't mean long-term future. The grass is not always greener.
Yeah, of course. Of course it does. Of course it doesn't. But when certain man are in Marbella in Bank Holiday in May, let's see what you're saying on there, innit? Let me see what you're saying then.
Bro,
simple.
You know what it is? Them man they criticize Bruno, but they're moving the club like Bruno. It's mad. I don't care. That's mad erratic.
Touch all over the gap, moving like Lukaku. Crazy.
These gal analogies are crazy, man. I'm telling you right now, man.
I forgot it's Ramadan. Sorry.
No, come on, bro. It's all good, man. But we're all confident of beating Villa, though, innit? You know what I mean? It might be a 2-1 kind of game, though. I can't lie, man. It might.
You know what it is?
We might.
I think we should if we're carrying on how we're playing, but don't I don't want to obviously say it to expect the worst because I've got a lot more confidence than what I had, like I said, a few months ago. So we should be able to do them, but you know, this will just show us what Carrick's about. You know, this is just enough. Every game's a test for him, but this is just the next test. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we should do it, man. We should be able to.
100%. So. They're playing tonight as well, man. So I don't know if that's gonna, you know what I mean, help us a little bit.
When are we playing them? Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday, 2 p.m. You know what I mean? Boomo did say that he prefers to play 3 games a week, man. He's like, yo, man, this is the long.
Yeah, and Bruno said it as well. Bruno said,
of course, bro. They're footballers, bro. Yeah, like when we all kicked ball, we all wanted to kick ball every single day, bro. They're footballers, man. True. And it's nice to hear that as well, because that means they love playing the game as well. Because you get certain ballers who, you know, they become very comfortable. So it's nice to hear that, bro.
Luke Shaw.
For real. I'm gonna go with 2-1. What are you saying, Mandem? 2-1.
But I think we beat them comfortably, 2-0, man.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 2-2 or 3-1, probably. Yeah. Or maybe a closer game. We might leave.
Nah, man, clean sheet, man. Like when life gives you lemons, bro, you don't just make lemonades, bro. You get clean sheets.
Right now, I think it'll be a close game. When Crystal Palace played midweek as well, I think they played midweek as well, and I thought it was gonna be an easy game because they were tired. Brother, it was a close game.
It was.
But that's because also we kind of played Sunday, and then people like Casemiro was gassed. He was gone.
Yeah.
So he's a big anchor to our midfield still. So
Man United are doing barbershop and that, man. It's mad. Man, they're doing barbershop videos and that. You know what I mean? Content and that. It's crazy, man. So them man are know they're trying to fill up the content scene. You feel me? So it's one of them ones, man. SNM says, man, can we talk about the training intensity has gone down and performances have been ever mid since. You know what? It's one of them, man. Carrick wants to create a good environment, innit? He doesn't want to
and he's still going to figure it out. He has to still figure it out.
Training intensity has gone down.
Yeah, he's saying that training has that affected our performances. You know what I mean?
How do we know that the training intensity has gone down?
That's what I'm saying. It's been a rumor, man. Some rumors gone about that.
You're giving them days off. Of course, it's gonna go down.
Yeah, but you can still have,
of course, bro.
You can have days off. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be there every single day of the week.
Yeah, high intensity training sessions kill you, bro. Before games, you know that.
Exactly.
Obviously, Monday, Tuesday is probably high intensity. Wednesday is a rest day, and then Thursday, Friday is more about tactical awareness and how you're going to set up a live training. But if you're giving multiple people like days off, and we're playing one game a week, you got older players who consistently need to, like, as your body gets older, you already know you can't take days off like that. You need to keep going to perform at the same level. That's why you're seeing certain man gas out and their legs gone, and you're wanting now to give them more days off. It don't make sense. This is why I said, with the whole Carrick thing. Actually, let me just leave it. I'm gonna say, Saeed, real quick, if you want to give it to Carrick, when would you want to do it by?
For me, no, I'd give it at the end of the season. If he gets third and there is no Enrique available, then I would give it to Carrick.
Yeah, if we don't have any better options, but I don't even want to think about it right now. I just want to see if we can build some foundation to look forward to the next season. And we're seeing it because, to be real, guys, like if we have to keep it a buck, yes, our performances have dropped significantly, but at the end of the day, the good parts of what we were seeing were very good. And we started to feel like United again. I actually generally started to feel that United feeling where you never give up, we're still going to score. Whether it's a draw at the end of the game or we're going to get the last minute winner, that feeling was good, man. So the fact he could bring that back and we could do it, we did it almost convincingly. Obviously, you want to factor in the whole social effect. If you know what I mean, if you have to keep it a buck, no matter what, you have to kind of think, could that happen again? But I feel like this time there's clear tactical differences that we're seeing compared to what social was doing, innit? Social was more vibes. This one I'm seeing more on the field that's making sense, but it's about how we now carry it over, and we need to allow him to make mistakes. He's just the interim. So he's coming to the club. He's decided to take away some bits of the intensity just to get the players on side again. Now they're on side. It's about him now reassessing it and now getting the best out of them. And we're going to see a lot this Sunday. It's going to tell us a lot still. Yeah, so let's look forward to the game and hopefully we get the dub still.
Big up to Just Waffle says big difference between Premier European teams in the midfield. It feels like most of the top team tempo controllers are all outside the Premier League. Yeah, that's a good point, you know, like, but that comes down to the fact that the Premier League is more PMP in it. Like, we're always looking for physical, like robust players that are gonna get involved and they've got the durability. You feel me? Like, people said that Vitinha wasn't good enough for the league. Went over to, I think it was Porto, then went to PSG. You know what I mean? So it's what the league prioritizes.
You said Vitinha wasn't good for the league.
Remember, he came in and then he kind of didn't really do well, did he? And then a lot
was he at Wolves? Was it Wolves?
He was young though. He was young.
Bro, he didn't play, fam. He didn't play, bro. It's the same thing as Kobe Manu, bro. Like, no one played him. I had my boy argue with me on the phone, but I'll never forget in November. He's like, bro, if he's not good for Amorim, then get rid of him, blood. Get rid of him in January. I said, this is what we want to do. Now we're on the other day. Text, I'm sorry. Yeah, apologize, blood. Apologize. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Vitinha will add it up here, bro. Yeah, go on, say it.
Kobe Manu's playing now, blood. That energy there, brother. If you're demanding 150k, I'll definitely get rid of him. Definitely get rid of him. I definitely would.
I mean, he's gonna receive that wage wherever he goes, though, isn't it?
Exactly.
No,
I think the player, the stature, bro. That's what football is nowadays, man. Stop being an uncle, fam. Do you get what I'm saying? Man, it's got the red interior and bimmer, bro. You're being an unk, man. Like the thing, bro. You get what I'm saying? No, you are, bro. Please. Come on, man. Because your thing is, I understand that you want to be different, yeah, but you cannot say Kobe Manu's demanding 150k, bro. Like, that's his bread, that's his money. He knows his profile. He knows what he means to United, and he knows he's one of the young best players in the world, bro. This is simple as that. So he's gonna get that anywhere.
Yeah.
Can I respond? no one said I don't like to see men like me that look like me win in life. No worries at all. But when you're talking about United football player, brother, 150k demands a certain caliber of player that I see week in, week out. You're not showing me that. And since he's been playing football for United, because he's been playing, no one can tell me he's warranting that. Yeah, you've had a good shot. That last game that we played, you had one good shot and the one block that he done for Joe Willock from stopping it from a corner. Anything else, he fades into the game. If you want to be demanding 150, if you wanted to be demanding 150,
hold on, go on.
Play ball. Play like when I saw you when you was there under Eric Ten Hag. I haven't seen that same player.
So are you gonna pay Adam Wharton around 100 to 150k as well? Bro, these sorts of players, you got to do that, bro. You got to spend that money, bro. You want to talk about gal analogies, bro. If you want a bad B, bro, go put down that bread, bro. What do you mean, bro? You think you're going to be eating noodles with a bad B? You're not going to be doing that, broski. What are you talking about, fam?
At the same time, if you really have a shorty, don't keep up with money, keep up with love.
Of course, bro. But, bro, what? Bro, you think I'm going to have my babe's hair? Yes, I know she can hear me. Think I'm going to have my babe's hair? Not spoil her, bro. She's pretty, bro. She can get what she wants, bruv.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's as simple as that, bro. Wasn't it?
No, it is, but at the end of the day, yeah, just to summarize, I think someone like Manu, for me, he's shown enough consistency, like, to demand obviously a bit of an upscale in his wage, but he's been solid for us, man. You can see it with under Carrick, and you know, there was a time when we were saying that he was one of England's best players in the midfield and all of that just don't go away. So for what he does for us and what we're seeing now, bruv, he deserves to be on a decent wage. Not nothing too crazy, but something to keep him at the club. He's one of our own and he's got potential to be an amazing baller. So man.
Facts. Big up Just Waffle. We learned the Amarin that I need 10 new players to win games. Gimmick is dead. Even Pep showed proof of concept first year.
Wait, someone said someone went to try to put a PCN on his car. Is that why I left?
It's crazy. Carrick for 1 year, 0 good choice this round. Yeah, Tell us back, man. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. I don't think
Uncle got him.
Yeah,
straight. That man said that you're getting a parking ticket and that you had to turn off the camera quickly.
After 6:30, people don't drive in London. Come on, take a touch, man.
Come on.
AJ's on you still.
Yo, listen, people, get these likes up, man. We need to get at least 700 likes, man. Come on, people, man. Let's get these likes up.
Saeed, before you stop here, one question I just want to ask everyone, yeah? This season, at the end of this season, if you make Champions League football, would you man sell Bruno or give him another contract?
Selling.
Oh, that's
bro. Big money.
This guy, man. Give him another contract for
I like Bruno. I like Bruno, but sell him.
Nah, man. Get rid.
I like Bruno.
Done.
I like Bruno, but sell him.
Yeah.
I'm done. And the way he's playing this season, it's like, do you know what? It could be a nice little send-off as well. You know what I'm saying? It could be Bruno, you're doing well, you're doing great, all of that stuff. Yeah. Get rid. Al halal. Love.
Did you guys hear those reports? Did you hear the reports about something? I don't know if it was cap or not, but they were basically saying that if we get champs and the way our project's looking, then he might stay. But the way I didn't like the way that was worded. Like, why are we trying to impress him?
No.
Was it bullshit?
It's mad, isn't it?
It depends how much
mad, bro. I'm seeing fans say we need to win. We need to win something for Bruno. We need to win a Prem or a champs for Bruno. What do you mean? We need to win that for United, bro.
United, yeah.
What are we talking about?
This is the same attitude I have for Manu, bro. For real.
Do you know what it is though? Deep it. If you get,
I didn't say that for Manu though. Come on, man.
If you get 30 mil for Bruno, it's not worth it.
If what? How much?
30 mil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
30 mil. No one's saying 30, 60 to 80 million.
That's therefore.
Remember that year? Like, remember that year when Rashford got the 30 whatever goals? And remember when I told you and Nuruddin at the end of the season, cash in. Remember, PSG won 100 or 120. This is the season to cash in on Bruno. I'm telling you, cash in.
I also think for me, like,
if we're being honest, that season was last season.
But yeah, it depends. Like I said to you, it depends what we're going to do. If we play a free of Kobe, Wharton, and Anderson, and we're trying to do the PSG thing, then I don't mind, innit? But if we're not doing that, then you got to go buy a 10 that's, You know what I mean?
Brother, who plays with an out-and-out number 10, bro? There's not enough.
Yeah.
There's not number 10s about.
know.
Number 10s are all playing wide. Cole Palmer, you saw him on the right yesterday. Yildiz, he plays on the left the whole season. Like, all these 10s are playing wide.
That's why Troy works up needy for Liverpool. They don't play with proper 10s, bro.
Yep. That's why you get so many different types of wingers, though. But this is why you get so many different types of wingers nowadays. You either get a forward winger like your Mbeumo Mo Salahs, you either get an out-and-out winger like your Garnacho, Pedro Neto type of thing, or you get your Yildiz, Cole Palmers, the ones who float inside. You can do everything almost, but they're the chance creators, innit? Like, they're the Mavericks. You get so many different types of wingers nowadays, bruv. It's mad, bro.
Cash in on Bruno, buy two. Use that money to buy 2 centre mids, and if you really wanted a 10, Morgan Gibbs White. If not them first go down.
Okay, but
no. Get me some left wingers, bro. Please, just go and get me some wingers, man.
Big question. Let's say the offer comes in, but it's not a peak offer. Are you selling them?
How much? What are you saying? How much?
I'm saying the money's not sweet. It's like 30-40.
No one's taking that. No one's gonna do that, bro. After the season he just had, no one's doing that.
The 100 assists and that as well, man.
How much?
30-40.
No one's doing that, bro.
Hypothetically.
That's not. I'm not taking.
That's how much Garnacho went for. Garnacho went for that. Like, Bruno's not going for that.
That 30-40 million, I'd rather take the hit and just give and watch him for another year, bro. I'm not selling him for that.
No, I hear that. No, big man thing. I hear that still.
I hear that though. That's my thing, though. I'm saying sell him.
If Barca want to do a swap for Pedri, I'll be open to that as well. You know what I mean? But
100%.
I'm doing that today, right now, already.
The way I don't like the way you said it. Like it was so realistic, man. You got me gassed for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Don't say that so cash, Saeed, man. That's never.
Listen, people. We're gonna wrap up here, man. You know what I mean?
Saeed's been waiting to cut for time.
For time still.
People, make sure you like the video. Rhino, man, let them know what you got coming up, man.
Man, we're out here, man. We're looking to do a little pop-up event next month still, so make sure you stay tuned in it. Like, so if you guys don't know about M Lizzy, check him out. The next upcoming rapper in the scene, you feel me? Check him out. But yeah, man, you lot smash the likes. Big up the Mandem. It was a good conversation, man. I like when Estrella's here as well. He likes to, throw these little curveballs and that. It's an interesting conversation. You get me? If pause is still about, but yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts, 100%, man. AJ knows ball. Let them know.
Come on, man. AJ knows ball the way I know calls crazy. You can find me on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube running the show.
Come on. Make sure you do that. Man, like Tex Zeno in the building. Come on.
Whoopsie. We're there, man. Literally, I've got a tournament coming up in the next 2 years, a little creator tournament. The last one I was invited to last year. Obviously, we made it to the final, only conceded 1 goal and got absolutely shagged in the final. So, it's about redemption, blood.
What is this? Is it money?
No, it's in Harrow. 29th. I'll let you know the details. I'll tell you off stream. But apart from that, obviously, same thing. YouTube is currently on like 2.2K, which is absolutely insane. So love for the love. And yeah, man, just big up the chat, big up the panel, man. Love, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Estrella, what thing you thinking?
Big up the panel, and you'll catch me in the comments. I see everything, brother. I love the comments, man. I'll be in the comment section there. Don't worry.
Come on. Big up, man. Enjoy your date, man, as well. Come on. Yeah, but
what's going on the date?
I'm parked outside of my gym. I've got Muay Thai, brother.